Stop! Police!
Oh, shit.
We have a total of 600 in progress for most of each. Subject is 25 and appears to have shit his pants.
Get back here!
Hey, what's up? This is Community Service with Greg Conant. That's me.
Hang on, let me put on my sunglasses. Hey guys, how about the weather, huh? It's nice outside. Anyways, Hi guys. I got my cat a flea bath. That's all I'm going to talk about is my cat. So if you tuned in for something else, you're going to get a lot of cat content today. He had fleas. It's going to be a short podcast today. It's going to be a short one. Cheers. What else? Oh, a friend of mine died. Really died. Judd Zumalt. You didn't know him. I feel awful because the last exchange, I'm going to read it. Oh. He was 32 years old and he died from Crohn's complications. And he was just a funny guy. He's just, how do you say his last name? The last text he sent me was, yo, good luck with the podcast. If it's truly about community service, I got some funny stories to share on that and if there's ever time. And I said, for sure, I'll have you on. And then he died. And I never had him on, and I feel real rotten about that. And I said that weird, I know. You guys, I can't kick myself too much for that, but I would have had him on. I just fucking forgot.
Was he a comedian?
Yeah. He was just he just had the energy of Keanu Reeves in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. He always had long hair, longer than mine. And he was just a character, and he was just a kind, cool dude. I met him at the Comedy Store doing bringer shows maybe about 5 years ago. And he was just dope, man. He worked for Lime Scooters, and he would be like, yo, bro, I work for Lime. Just call me up. I'll get you free Lime rides. And I was like, no, I don't want to bug you, dude. It's like $3. He's like, nah, but if you're like doing long journeys, you know, it adds up. You know, if you wanted to go from here to Venice, it'd be like $20-$30, you know.
Can they even drive that far?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
I did it once. It's fun. And thanks to him. But he's like, I was like, oh, okay, thanks. And then he's like, dude, I literally just typed something in and, unlock it. And then, so I was like, yo, let me get this Lime scooter. He's like, tell me the code. And then like 3 seconds later, it was unlocked.
That's awesome.
And I was like, thanks, man. And yeah, he was the shit, dude. And he was one of those guys, and I'm not just gonna say he's like me, but he's not like, you know, like he's just a goofball. You just get on stage and you're just laughing, you know? You're just like, oh, this guy's funny, weird guy, you know? He's like, that's his energy, though. And he's always drinking, always had hot girls. He was just cool. He was a cool dude.
I didn't know Crohn's could be fatal.
I didn't either, man. He texted me this picture of him getting a mask.
Hang on.
Yeah, dude, he was a good dude. It's so sad. 32 years old, man. As Warren Zevon said right as he was about to die, he sang the song Werewolves of London. If you don't listen to classic rock, do a little research, guys. It's good stuff. He was dying of cancer, and he went on, I think, Letterman, and he said, is there anything you'd like to say? And he told the audience, he said, enjoy every sandwich, because you don't know when the last one's going to be, you know? It's fucking sad. Anyways, guys, that's all I have. This is a short podcast today. I'll see you later. Fucking Christ almighty. Everything's fine here, folks. Hey, look, a clown nose. I don't know if I did this, but I did a show on Friday. It was a rough one. I was in my head about something, and it's hard to perform. And yeah, I tried this bit, and I know it's funny. I don't know the punchline. I don't know if I probably for sure talked about it, but I'm trying to make it into a joke now, as all my jokes are stories, true stories. All of them, about 98% of them. And then, I ate mushrooms and I went to the bars in Hermosa Beach with Travis. It's the time where he ended up at a tweaker pad in Linwood and some guy pulled a knife on him and was taking apart clocks or something. I don't know. He went down a different path that night. I went to the beach. Anyways, I was on mushroom. We both ate these like caramels with LSD or mushrooms. I don't remember. Same shit. What is with the caramels and the chocolates being stronger than the actual mushrooms? I don't understand. Anyways, every time I ate a caramel, I was like, oh, it's just a little chocolate. It couldn't be that strong. Let me take two. No.
Huh.
No. Have you ever had caramels with acid or psilocybin baked in? I don't know if something in the baking process makes it stronger, but goddamn, that shit's strong. Anyways, started tripping balls, drove down to Hermosa before they really kicked in. Don't do that. But I'm just, it takes a minute to kick in. You got a 10-minute drive. Get down there, go to this bar. At that time, it was called the Underground. It was a cracking bar. It was kind of like punk rock vibes, sports bar for Hermosa. Not like a punker bar. I just mean they played a lot of Misfits and shit. So I liked it better than fucking Sharkies, playing LFMNNO or whatever the fuck it's. I feel anything and I know it. That guy. Anyways, it had a jukebox and you could play Last Caress by the Misfits. Anyways, I remember walking in and being like, all right, nobody knows you're on mushrooms. Don't tell anyone. And then the first girl that walked up to me, her name's Catherine. I knew her from high school and shit. And she's like, hey, what's up, Craig? I go, I'm on mushrooms. She's like, why'd you tell me that? I'm like, I don't know. And then she was like, what are you doing here? And I was like, I don't know, because like it's immediate, like you think you're going to function, but when you go into a packed bar, this is Hermosa Beach on a Saturday night, it's Sardinesville. You got to like fight to get a beer. It's not the type of environment you want to be when you're tripping fucking balls, dude. She's like, what are you doing here? I was like, I don't know. She's like, you should leave. And I was like, all right, you're right. Because everyone was just fucking meat puppets. Just, like I couldn't understand conversations. Yeah. It's like, it's just loud noise. It's just chaos. Why did I say it that way?
That's not the right. You stressed the wrong.
Chaos. I think I was trying to say chaotic, and I ended up with chaos. Anyways, for the longest time, I thought it was Chaos in the city. Because I used to play Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, yeah.
And it would say, like, subtitles, Chaos. And I was like, what's Chaos? Chaos. And finally my smart cousin was like, it's chaos. And I was like, oh boy, I feel dumb, huh? But honestly though, fuck you, English language. They did that. Why'd they do that? It's cha.
Yeah, my name should be Triss.
Chuck E. Cheese. Triss. Fuck you. Chaos. Oh, it's cha in 99.9% of scenarios. Unless it's chaos, then there's an exception to the rule, and we just changed it. Fuck off, man. I was young, dude. I was like 17, Chaos. No, I don't even know. How old was I when I was playing Sonic? Is Sega still around?
They don't make consoles. They just make games. They just make like basketball.
Sega Genesis. Remember that shit?
Yeah. Did you ever have the 32X?
No, but I had Dreamcast. My sister bought me Dreamcast. That was my last system. But I never was a huge video. The only time I was into video games was original Nintendo and Super Mario Brothers. And then 64 with fucking Mario Kart. That was the shit. GoldenEye and Mario Kart.
Yeah.
And then I got Dreamcast and we'd play Tony Hawk Pro Skater. But I was in high school and I started drinking and drugging and, that's a better video game than any video game.
It's funny because I really like the combination, video games and, weed or alcohol, but
I never was that guy, man. I just was like, I'd rather stare at the wall kind of guy. I don't know. Fucking don't know. And then back to the mushroom story. I never really finished it. So then I remember this is where I try to get funny with it, but it's no joke. But it was true. I went down to the beach, and it was beautiful. I just walked on the ocean for like 5-6 hours. By the way, saw police, once again, doing nothing wrong, just walking. And other than I'm on mushrooms and I probably had drugs on me. But the police, they didn't do anything. But they just, the level of fear that they give you when you're on drugs, you know what I mean? You're just like, they know everything. And then I just kept looking at the sand and the moon and the ocean, and then the sand. I was like, there's glitter in the sand. Like God put glitter in the sand. Why is it sparkling under the moonlight? And I remember thinking that. And it's true. Did you know there's glitter in the sand? No. There's fucking glitter in the sand. When you're on mushrooms or acid or whatever, you look at the sand and it sparkles, bro. I've never thought twice about that. And when I was on that shit, I thought for 4 hours about that. I was like, what the fuck? How'd it get in there? Is there strippers around here? What's going on? Well, that's it.
Wait, what happened to Travis?
Oh, we both left the bar. Oh, by the way, we went there together, and within 12 seconds of being in the bar, we were separated, and I heard about him the next morning, and he ended up in a tweaker pad in Linwood, and I think a fool pulled a knife on him. I was like, bro, you got in the wrong car. I don't know how you ended up down there. If you're from Linwood, I'm sorry, but Linwood is not the type of city you want to be hanging out in. What's up with people you say you live in the hood, and they're like, no, I don't. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, you do. Get the fuck out of here. Things are changing now. Gangbanging in Los Angeles. I sound like an old man. I never gangbanged in my life, but I'm saying gangbanging in the 90s, this shit was crazy. This shit was wild. My cousin gangbang cousins, and the shit was wild. They got into some shit. Anyways, it's different now. I feel like people prioritize making money, and gangs realize, like, drive-bys and murder is bad for business.
Yeah.
Let's keep the money rolling in. I mean, there's still activity and shit. But I feel like it's reduced. It's more calculated. Boyle Heights in the 80s and 90s, that shit was like a fucking war zone, dude. I didn't live over there. I just remember watching a documentary about that preacher, Homeboy Industries. He makes chips and salsa now, and he hires inmates out of the pen. It was the best.
Oh, yeah.
It's such a good documentary. Watch that shit. You will cry.
And their salsa's really good.
It's fucking good, man. Anyways, he used to be the preacher that would just, like, there would be shootouts, and he'd be like, stop. And, like, walk in the middle of them. I'm like, God damn, man. The guy has a good relationship with God.
Jeez.
I've been praying a lot more. I believe in God. And I advise you to, too. Jesus Cristo. Help me out, bro. Times are rough, man. Fuck.
You changed your tune. What about the, like, space?
It's all the same.
Space vagina.
Jesus Christus came from space, bro. He was the pecker in the sky. God's wee-wee. It don't matter. This is Buddha, Allah, Jesus. It's all energy. The universe. Stardust. You know what? Fuck all that. I think we live in a simulation. Simulation. I was reading some articles about that. I was like, why did you plant this seed in my head? Like, all the top scientists in the world, like, can't prove that it's not true. And I was like, what? Don't do this to me. I don't need this right now. I can't even sleep. Dude, this shit is nuts. This world, what's next?
supposedly there's going to be a big UFO declassification coming up, like a news article or something that Congress is going to declassify a bunch of shit.
Great. Just great. Fucking aliens under my bed. Yep. Yep. I'm fucking. Oh man. I wish I had a stuffed animal of an elephant, and I could do the hacky joke. You want to talk about the elephant in the room? It's right there. Anyways, I'll talk about that shit later. Just not right now. Just not right now. Most of you know what I'm talking about. Oh, I've been gardening. Hey, what the fuck's up with Trader Joe's and their fucking lavender, bro? It's 4 plants I buy and only one yet. Someone at the factory overwatered the lavender, the Spanish lavender. I bought 4 of them. The fucking soil was sopping wet, smelled like mildew, and then they died. I salvaged 1.3 of them because I got some green thumbs. But y'all are murderers over there.
Shoot.
Don't you hate it when customers come at you like this? You're like, I just stocked the shelves, lady.
That is like the one section I know absolutely nothing about.
Well, shame on you then. No, don't buy the lavender from Trader Joe's right now.
And the tulips don't have water, so that when you buy them and put them in water, they'll bloom.
Open. Yeah, because if you put them in water, they open. And I remember that. As you all know, I spent 11 years at fucking Trader Joe's, and every day customers be like, there's no water in the tulips. Well, old lady, that's because if you put water in it, they open up, and then you want them closed. So when you get them home, you put them in water, and they open for you. Oh. And then the next old lady, there's no water in that hang.
It's not the first question. It's the 100th same question.
Yeah.
Gets you.
Oh, my God. This is boring talk. But remember the chip? Remember the chip switch?
Yes.
Hey, simple people that want to talk about a microchip to the cashier at every store. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's not that you're wrong. It's just that you're the 9,000th person to say, oh, my God. It was 8 hours. They're like, I don't like this chip thing. I don't either. I didn't do it, man. I didn't do it.
Yeah, it's not fun to train 300 people a day on new technology, and they don't want to learn.
No. And also, it's like, it's the same concept of trying to teach your mother about social media, except it's a stranger that you don't have love.
Teach 300 moms.
You know what I mean?
How to use Facebook.
I mean, you could... Oh, man. Parents and social media. My mom is constantly posting photos on Instagram. And it's just like of a wall. And I just always comment because their friends are like, what is this? I'm like, I guarantee you she did not mean to post this. She's like, oh, I was trying to text Gilbert that picture. And it's like, you posted it on Instagram, Mom. That's a lot of buttons to make that happen. Even captioned it. Why did I say captioned it? You even captioned it. HJFFRRRRR. One time she was taking a piss or a shit and she took a picture of her underwear around her ankle. Thank God it was nothing else. But I was like, Mom, you posted your fucking feet on the toilet. Take it. She's like, how do I get it off? I was like, ask someone else. You might post another photo. Oh, man. How about them Dodgers, huh, guys? You been watching sports lately? Wow. Good times. Well, Chris, I don't know what else to talk about. Well, I guess there's still protests going on.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to dig deep into this. I don't have the energy for it. I don't even understand what the argument is. The whole world is so white and black. It's just like there's a line in the sand. You're this side or that side when everything seems to be in a gray fucking area. I've posted some shit, defund the police. Obviously, we need some police to catch criminals. There's criminals. No one's saying abolish all police. It's like, how about we just a little less murder and police brutality and body cams, and you be held accountable for your actions. Those seem to be fucking reasonable requests. I don't understand what the goddamn argument is. Accountability that's a lot of power they have with the fucking guns and shit. That one kid in Gardena or Carson, the security guard, I don't know if you saw that one. Another guy was shot. He was a security guard. And then the cops confiscated all the cameras. And then supposedly they got a warrant for doing that, but it was like after they already did it, where it's backwards. It's like, guys, it doesn't look good. Hey, cops, could you just not shoot people for a little while now?
And there was a guy that didn't they like hold him down, and he was begging for his life for like quite a while, and their body cameras like fell off, quote unquote, and then they shot him up with ketamine and he died.
Yeah, that was one from the past, and it's just new light is being shined on past murders. Yeah, he also too, hey, people, stop calling the cops on guys jogging. If you don't know if he committed a crime, just let him go, because innocent people are dying. That guy was a massage therapist. He was jogging with a mask on because I believe it was freezing.
Mm-hmm.
He was getting exercise, and then he ended up dying because the police handled it brutally. And then the paramedics, to sedate him, injected him with ketamine, which I didn't even know was a fucking thing. Ketamine we used to sniff in high school to get high.
Yeah, it's like a
cat tranquilizer.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mr. Cat. Yeah. Oh, man. We're all going to die, everybody. I don't want to die, but I don't think I'm afraid of it. I'll find out when it's going to happen.
Do you go out of your way to be safe and not
Nope.
reckless? Yeah, you told plenty of stories.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
Yeah, people that are cool with, are just acceptant of death, talk about like not wanting to have a painful one. Like they're squared away with the idea that you're going to die, but like, falling down a flight of stairs, getting tortured, drowning, these are like rough ways to go.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I wouldn't want to be eaten by a shark.
Yeah,
that's pretty terrifying.
And some of the, like the hyenas that just start from the butthole.
What?
Like hyenas, when they attack bigger animals and take them down, they like eat them asshole first while they're still alive, and just kind of like kill them by slowly, like they lose blood eventually and die.
That's why I hate hyenas.
Yeah, they're fucked up.
How about you go for the neck, put them out of the misery, and then have your meal? I know you got to eat. That's what you do. But like butthole first? Come on, guys. Hyenas.
Because isn't there a thing with elk or gazelle where they, like, if they get bit in the neck, they just go limp? It's like a genetic response. Like, they know, like,
I'm dead.
Good game, you got me.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, bro. I'm going to relapse pretty goddamn soon here. I don't know how to deal with life anymore.
It's getting dark.
It's getting dark. Does anybody have any cocaine, Oxycontin, and whiskey? I could go for all three right about now. Marijuana's too weak. Oh, my God. Anyhow, keep it positive. Keep it light.
You're going to Minnesota?
Oh, yeah. That's scary. I have to run an hour. Oh, God. Everything's so scary.
Do you have any opportunities to do that before?
No.
But I mean, everybody's gonna be so thrilled to be out and about watching comedy.
Yeah. There's
You'll
going to be that.
sharing that experience.
I might sell out the shows
Yeah.
because, first of all, I'm a big deal. No, I have 6 shows. I might sell out some shows because for 2 reasons. Everyone's going to want to get the fuck out of the house because they're so fed up. They've been in prison for 6 goddamn months, 3 months, whatever the fuck it's been, a long time. And second of all, it's only, I believe it's 50% capacity, you know,
Oh yeah, you gotta sit.
to take safe measures. So I've been talking weird this podcast. Oh, chaos. Hey, and then, so, you know, it's not that hard to sell out. It's no longer 500, it's 250.
If you go with a group of people and you guys are all friends and know each other, can you sit next to each other, like 1 seat apart, like right next?
I don't know how it's going to be. I believe there's going to be space in between each
Because
person.
that Chappelle thing, he had like tables set up with 2 seats per table.
Yeah, I haven't a clue. I mean, it's just,
I feel like outdoor comedy could be thriving right now if people were just setting up, you know, like have it in the parking lot.
I mean, I don't even want to talk about the virus because I'm not a fucking doctor, but I've talked to 4 different persons in different hospitals that all say there's not that much COVID in the hospitals. The IV guy
California.
in California, the IV guy at, I shouldn't be naming people. We'll edit that part out. Anyways, a guy that shot me up full of vitamin C works at a medical facility in Los Angeles and said there was hardly any COVID. And then my buddy's mom and sister are both registered nurses in separate hospitals in the Los Angeles area. And they both said that there's not that much COVID. And then I know a girl that had a deviated septum surgery, and she went for her follow-up. And her doctor said they took the tents down because there's not that much COVID. That is not what the fucking news is saying. You know what I mean?
Well, I know Texas is pretty bad. Like their ICU beds are getting less and less. Florida's crazy. Like they're changing how they report the numbers. They don't want to report on total number of ICU beds full. They're reporting on how many ICU beds are full and require like extra care.
Is anybody on the ground and sees that shit? Because the same newscasters were saying that these hospitals are full. And we got people work at the hospital that say they're not full. You know what I mean? I just fucking sucks. I don't trust anything anymore. It's like, are they full? Like, same thing with the protests. It's like, they're all looters and rioters. It's like, no, I've been to a bunch of them. There's hardly any of that. You just capture a snippet of it and run it on repeat on the news, and then that's all anyone thinks that's happening. Did it happen? Yes, but it's like, it's just, anything can be spun any fucking way, whether it's good or bad or whatever, you know what I mean? It's just like, even, I'm not naive, even peaceful protests, there could be some looting going on and you don't show that, you know what I mean? It could be done both ways. It's just like, it just sucks. It's like 1984 by George Orwell is here. Nothing, like, you question everything, what is real anymore. It's fucking nuts. I just don't know. I don't know. Also, I just like, my sister sent me some dope shit. I got to reread 1984. I read it in high school and I just don't remember. But I remember it was dark. Darkness is upon us.
Have you read Brave New World?
No.
That's like the same, but more of a drug-themed version.
Here it is. Yeah. A George Orwell quote. Every book has been rewritten. Every picture has been repainted. Every statue and street and building has been renamed. Every date has been altered. History has stopped. Nothing exists except an endless present in which the party is always right. George Orwell, 1984. Yeah, this shit's nuts, man. It's Cuckoosville. Aliens, where you at, man? Invade us already. Let's unite and go organic.
Yeah, I hope they're good.
I hope they invade us and finally we unite as humanity like on The Watchmen.
That would, as long as we can beat them.
Yeah. Oh my God. Dude, I tweeted, hey, did you guys know The Watchmen is based on a true story? It's starting to fucking become... The opening, if you watch The Watchmen on HBO, in the beginning, there was a... what the fuck's it called?
Black Wall Street Massacre.
Is that what it's called?
In
Yeah.
Tulsa? Yeah, it was Black Wall Street.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
I didn't know until that.
Until that fucking show. And then I was like, this is horrible. And then you're like, oh, that really happened. You're just like, what? For those of you that didn't know, there was a massacre in Tulsa, Oklahoma, where 300 black people were murdered and 8 to 9,000 were displaced. And it was the richest, thriving neighborhood in the African American community. And then they literally bombed them.
Yeah.
They flew on fucking biplanes and dropped Molotov cocktails. How does so much hate fester? In 1921, 100 years ago, never once taught to me in any history book whatsoever. What the fuck, man? This shit is crazy.
Yeah, the girl that broke when they finally stopped segregating schools and they had to like armed guards had to protect this girl as she went to class, and like people took their kids out of school because they didn't want to have a black girl in their school, and she's only like 60 something years old.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I saw that going around. She wouldn't eat anything that wasn't prepackaged from the school because she was afraid she would get poisoned and killed, and she was 7 or something.
Yeah.
How much hate can there be in this fucking country if you're going to kill a 7-year-old? This is insanity, people.
And if like the Supreme Court had been stacked with different people, that might not have even happened.
Yeah. What a brave little girl. I would just be like, I'm going to move to California. She had to do it, though. Somebody had to do it. God damn. I'm just tired of people claiming that there's not racist. Just because you're not racist and you haven't seen racism doesn't mean it doesn't exist. I mean, the sheer statistics. I mean, it's just wake up. I know I've said this before, but imagine if Germany only arrested and killed Jewish people after World War II. Because that's kind of what's happening here with black people after slavery and segregation and Jim Crow laws and whatnot. It's kind of funny, guys, if you just look at it that way. Oh, God. When's the world going to end, huh?
Sooner than later.
I'm fucking done, man. Everything's rosy. Everything's equal, fair, and nice. Nothing to see here, folks. How long we been rolling?
Half an hour.
That's it?
Yeah.
Feels like 4 hours, dude. Holy shit. Yeah, I don't have much. This is going to be a short one, guys. I've been visiting my family a lot. We'll try to end on some positive shit. Whenever I've been in, family's good. I remember when I got arrested for the whole firecracker thing, I just wanted to crawl into a hole and die. And, just go visit your family. It's kind of hard to be depressed when your niece and nephew are fucking trying to steal candy, You're just like, yeah. It's just nice.
Were you guys stealing lemons from a lemon tree?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Also, too, just something like that. Like, my dad lives in an old folks community. Why isn't there lemon trees, orange trees, apple trees? How convenient would that be? I know that fucking oak tree's pretty, but you can't eat oak. You know what I mean? Like, it's just logical. It's like, how about we plant shit. We buy at the grow. Why are we buying oranges? We live in California. It's the fucking one of the orange capitals of the world. We need to rethink a lot of this shit, guys.
If every block, if somebody had an avocado tree, that would be
so many avocados.
Yeah.
Have you seen how big
no,
they
I've never
get?
seen an avocado tree.
My neighbor had 2 avocado trees. I'll never forget this. I was a little kid, and the neighbor behind me, my dad said, "Look, those are avocado trees. Those will grow this tall, and they'll grow so tall we could pick." Because it was down a hill, so they had a much lower backyard. So we were above them, and we could see into their backyard. And then, sure enough, over my childhood, those avocados tree went shoop, and it was just cool to watch them go from like 6 feet to 60 feet.
Jesus.
And the amount of avocados you get off of them, it's insane. Hundreds, if not thousands, of avocados off one tree, and yet we pay $4.25 a pound or whatever the fuck it is. It's not cheap. How much is one avocado now?
$1.50, something like that. $1.25.
Yeah. And we could grow them. And they could be all over whether you have a front yard or backyard or apartment building or not. What if the street was littered with them?
Yeah.
It's free produce, baby.
And just a couple people on the block have chickens.
Yeah.
Everybody's getting eggs.
I'm moving to the forest. I'm out of here. I'm going to drink some river water. Hopefully it's not sprayed with too much aluminum. Yes. Yeah, visit your family. Family's good. Get the family in. Your big booty mama always make you laugh.
Is there any talk of dodgeball resuming?
Oh, I pray, man. Oh my God, I would love that so much. Fucking dodgeball. I just literally try to stop thinking about it because it makes me so sad. No stand-up, no dodgeball. Make Homer go something.
Go crazy?
Don't mind if I do. The Simpsons. Jesus Christ. What are they? Simpsons is time travelers, bro. How many things are you guys going to predict, you fucking crazy bastards?
Yeah.
Too many. Too. Miss Veronica Vaughn. Too hot. Want to touch the hiney. How?
That's correct.
That is correct. Chris Farley was fucking, oh my God, rest his soul. For those of you that don't know what we were talking about, we were quoting Billy Madison, and Chris Farley's in it. And he is always the best. But you can imagine what it'd be like, right? Old Doyle rules. Chris Farley, fuck. Don't do drugs, kids. Jesus Christ. Oh, I gotta water that. I just went to pet my plant and one of the leaves fell off. It's a little dry. A little dry. Well, guys, I don't have much. And if you came on here to hear me talk about what I think you wanted me to talk about, like I said, I will talk about that, but just later. I don't know what to do. Anyways. Yes.
You got a poop story?
Have I shit my pants recently? I haven't. I've been a little bit more constipated. I had to pull a turd out with my fingers recently. Does that count?
That does.
Does that count? Yeah. Guys, you can just go in there and go, you just take a turd out with your fingers. Make sure you wash your hands afterwards, though. You don't want to be going around touching doorknobs and getting pink eye everywhere. Yeah, I think that's it, folks. This is a short one. Just know if you get constipated, you pull it out yourself. You don't have to go to the doctor. You don't need a coffee and enema. Just put a little put a little castor oil on your fingers there and just pluck that turd out.
Get a shoehorn.
Get a shoehorn. Get a turkey baser. You'll be all right. Just one of my friends got so constipated he had to go to the hospital.
I've heard that happens. What did they do? Just give him a bunch of laxatives?
I think they had to give him multiple enemas. Yeah.
Because what is it, like? I heard a tablespoon or a teaspoon of olive oil. If you just swallow that whole, that's
almost any oil would just literally make you shit your pants, and it lubes up your insides to make it easier to come out. Castor oil is one of them. I think all of the oils, your stomach can't handle it. You got to Google it, but I for sure have heard castor oil, olive oil, avocado oil. One of them, another natural one is Epsom salt.
Oh, yeah.
Epsom salt, you could bathe in it and soak your muscles in it, and it makes you less sore and helps you heal wounds, cuts, as well as if you just drink some of that bathtub water, you're going to shit your pants. That is a thing. Yeah, no more diarrhea stories. More of that. We're getting old. The constipation hour. It slowly evolves. And, yeah, man. Anyways, I love you all. I wish I had more happy shit to talk about at this time, but it's running thin. Running thin over here. And I love you all. I wish you well and peace and love and all that good shit. Get a Glock 19. Get a magazine from out of state, higher capacity. Hide it under the bed. 10-round pussy-ass California shit, man. Comes with 15 rounds in every other state. Mr. Cat. I love you all. Peace and love. Bam.